Hello and welcome back to the Just Crashing channel. Making more videos for this because I like it. I think it's really fun to just be able to turn on my webcam and talk because if you really think about it, content like this doesn't really work unless people kind of like know who you are and like want to listen. So I feel like because I have however many of y'all want to pay attention to this stuff and listen to it, I think it's pretty cool. So the last video obviously did really well because it was like a pretty hot topic, and so a lot of people that didn't even sub to the channel, but shout out to all you who did, paid attention to that one. But today I want to talk a little bit about like what's just been going on in my life. Like it's I'll probably give it a very specific title. I'm not really sure yet, but I want to talk more specifically about like my health and my weight loss and stuff like that. So some people know because I talk about it on stream and stuff. I'm a pretty open book. I like doing this. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm doing this being very personal online because I don't like how fake social media is, and I could go into a long conversation about that, but yeah, like I don't know, I just don't feel like doing that right now. So but yeah, social media is like really fake. People are never as happy and it's never as great as it seems, and I would rather just be real and then connect with people because we're actual people in the world living actual lives and having to deal with things that are real. So but yeah, like 4 years ago, I was like on a weight loss journey. I was like eating, healthier and going to the gym all the time. And I actually went pretty crazy with it. I did like the keto diet for like 9 months. I was going to the gym 7 days a week for like a handful of time there. I started getting into fasting, intermittent fasting, but then also just like full on water fasting. People never believe me when I tell them this, but I did an 11-day water fast, meaning I had nothing but electrolytes and water for 11 days, didn't eat food at all. Wasn't really that bad, actually. Towards the end of it, I was just like sick of it because I was going for a 2-week fast, but I just gave up at 11 days. And really, it's not that bad. I think it's the reality of like fasting that long is like, yeah, you're going to lose a lot of weight, but like, I don't really know if it's worth it. You could just do something sustainable for a little bit longer and then you don't have to like drive yourself crazy not eating food. It really wasn't that bad, but I'm just saying, it's not really something I think I'll do anymore. And keto, I'll never do keto again. And not because I don't think the keto diet doesn't work. Realistically, there's so many different diets and things that you can do that work, but it just comes down to whatever works for you. What's sustainable? So like when I go to the gym now, I tell people I'm losing weight. I'm down about 35 to 40 pounds or so in like 2.5 months. But when people, I tell them I go to the gym all the time, and they're like, "Oh, well, do you just do like a bunch of cardio?" It's like I do zero cardio. I do absolutely no cardio, and if I do, it's like a small warm, like cool down at the end of my workout. Like I'll do like 5-10 minutes. I did do 15 minutes of the Stairmaster like a couple weeks ago. I hated it. I'll never do it again. I mean, it's just straight up like I just don't care for it. Don't care for cardio or for cardio. Cardio. I was gonna say it's good for your heart. So cardio is important. It's good, but I just don't like it. So it's not part of my journey to losing weight. So I did buy me a really expensive scale. Kind of annoyed by the price tag if I really think about it, but it's one of those scales that like reads everything. And I looked at a bunch of reviews and YouTube videos and stuff, and this one apparently is like really accurate. So it's like, like the margins of like, it's a digital scale. Like how accurate could it really be? But the margins of like, how accurate it is like pretty damn close. So I was really excited about that. So I started going back to the gym and eating healthier in February, the very beginning of February. It was like February 2nd, I think. And when I stepped on the like physical scale at the gym, the scales, you can, you take it and it's like the weight balance thing, and you got to get it to balance so you can, weigh yourself. Well, I put it on 400 pounds and it just wouldn't, it was just, it wouldn't weigh me. It was just too heavy. Like the thing was slammed all the way down. So, it's yeah, it's kind of crazy because I don't actually know what my weight was. I want to say that I don't think it was like super high over 400. It was, I mean, realistically, I could maybe assume that it was like 405 to 410. I don't think I was like deep into 400 because I got out of it pretty quickly. So I want to say like 405 to 410, somewhere in there. But regardless, I weighed in. I do a weekly weigh in. I either do it on Monday or Wednesday. I don't know why I change it, but I log it on my phone. And I do a weekly weigh-in. So I did my weekly weigh-in on my new scale. I've actually used it 3 times now, and I don't like to weigh myself too much because it just like messes with your head. Again, just something I do, doesn't matter. And yeah, so my scale read 365 today, 365 like 0.3 or something like that. I don't know. So that's like minimum 35 pounds that I've lost. So that's good. I think it's probably realistically like 40, at least 40. It doesn't really matter, right? Like I don't actually care what my weight is too much. I just want to like look better and feel better and be healthier and, stay alive longer. So But yeah, so I've lost like 35, 40 pounds somewhere in there, and it's easy. Like, it's really easy. You just have to want to do it. That's the hardest part. When you want to do something bad enough, it's not even like a chore. You just do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, think about it. Like, it's not, it's just that's with anything, right? Like, anytime you want to do something, it's not a struggle to do it. So I think like the biggest thing with wanting to lose weight or losing weight, not even wanting to, is having a really good reason why. There's plenty of people that wish they were smaller, but they don't have a good reason why. And you can say you want it because you want it in theory, but you don't actually want it. It's weird how you have to like really pursue and like be disciplined. So then people will ask me, well, how do you stay motivated? Well, you don't. That's the reality. Motivation is bullshit. I'm actually repeating a lot of things that I've said in the past, like 4 years ago when I lost weight. Oh, I didn't finish that story, I don't think. I had lost like 110 pounds 4 years ago, and then my life just got crazy. My life is crazy, and I put it all back on and more, actually, because when I had started before, I was 395 the first time I lost weight. Now, like I said, I'm 400 plus. So yeah, so I'm just re-walking through the footsteps, right? I'm going through that same process again because I know exactly what I'm doing and I know exactly how to do it. So I'm actually just doing it. So where was I going with this? Yeah, so I'm down like 35, 40 pounds. I got on the new scale, and the new scale tells you your weight in bone, like so how much you weigh in bone, your muscle, and it'll tell you your body fat percentage, and then like it tells you like a water metric, but I don't really understand it, and I don't really care. Like I don't really know what it's supposed to say, I guess, about like your body's water retention or like how much of your makeup is water. I don't know, it's weird. But right now I am 365 pounds, 49% body fat, which is really high, really, really high. Obviously, I mean, I'm 365 pounds, 49% body fat, 182 pounds of muscle, and is there anything? Oh, 8 pounds of bone. I was like, what's the other thing I'm missing? Yeah, 8 pounds of bone. So I don't, I guess that's like normal to be 8 pounds of bone. I talked with one of my friends who's like really into fitness, and we were talking about like how I can use these numbers to my advantage or understand anything with it at all. And he was like, yeah, he's 7 pounds of bone, and then he gave me the rest of his measurements and stuff. Oh, and I'm 5'11" and a half. I'm not 6 foot. I could claim it if I want to, but I'm 5'11" and a half. It's just straight up. So realistically, the crazy thing is and this is just from lifting, I can tell that I'm actually the strongest I've ever been. And it doesn't take long for me to put on muscle. I'm pretty sure that I fall under like the endomorph body type. So like if I'm eating like shit and I'm eating in a caloric deficit or in a calorie surplus, I'll put on weight really, really easy. Like I just pack on weight. And if I'm eating in a deficit and I'm lifting, or if I'm eating, even if I'm eating in a surplus and I'm lifting, I put on muscle pretty easily. Like like my body type is easy to build weight, whether it's muscle or fat. It's just easy. So I'm doing, basically the idea is this, right? Like and this is the only way you lose weight. I'm eating in a calorie deficit. You can do, I actually have an app on my phone. I'll use it right now. There's all kinds of websites and calculators, but I'll do the like the app on my phone so I can show y'all. I'm not going to show it, but you'll get my point. So you plug in for it'll tell you your maintenance calories or your TDEE. But my height is 5'11", 5'11". My age is 28. My weight is currently 365. And for activity level, I always put sedentary because they try to factor in how much you work out and like how many calories to give you. Don't do that. Just let it be extra. So sedentary lifestyle and calculate. So it tells me right now that my TDEE, which is total daily energy expenditure, which that doesn't even matter. Like those words don't mean anything. This is how much you need to eat to stay the exact same weight. So right now that number is 3,181. So let's say 3,200. So if I eat 3,200 calories every day consistently, like I'm a machine, like it's not even an option, like boom, they just pump me with 3,200 calories every day, I'm going to stay exactly the same weight. Now, so how do you lose weight? I mean, I think it's simple, right? Like you take that number and you subtract from it. So currently right now I'm eating anywhere between like 1,800 and 2,200 calories. And I'm not even that strict on it. That's the crazy thing. Some days I'll go up to like 2,700 calories, but guess what? Anything under 3,200 is a win. Anytime I eat under 3,200 calories is a win. And here's the crazy thing. I have days that I eat up to 3,200 calories, and guess what? That's not a day that actually contributes to my weight loss, but it's not a day that contributes to weight gain. It'll slow me down, but it doesn't actually hurt me. So like one day I just wanted pizza really bad, and I think I got pizza and a soda, because I don't really drink liquid calories. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I did the math on it. You know, I track my calories, and I think I ate like 3,200 calories, or I ingested 3,200 calories that day, and I was like, man, I probably shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't actually hurt me. Just it kicks my calendar one day forward because all I did was cancel out the day. So right now, my plan is to be in about 1,000 calorie deficit a day, roughly, and I don't think about it. I pretty much eat what I want. It's funny because you can eat whatever you want, but naturally, if you eat healthier, you can eat more food. So, like, it's better to eat healthier. So, I eat fish, chicken, rice, broccoli. Today, I made turkey Alfredo. I've been eating a lot more ground turkey. So, I sometimes I'll make chicken Alfredo. Sometimes I make it with turkey. Turkey Alfredo, like noodles and Alfredo sauce with turkey. Like, it's good. It was like 2,200 calories, same thing. And yeah, I lose weight, and it's like clockwork. It's not hard. I think the reason why I wanted to make this video is because, like, one, it helps me like put this story out there and be accountable to my goals and things like that. But also, I like helping people. So who knows? Maybe one of y'all is struggling with weight, and you're more than welcome to message me, and we can talk, and we can go through this little phone app together, and we can talk about how many calories you should be eating. Now the thing is like you just have to actually want it. You have to do the work, and you don't actually have to go to the gym to lose weight. I think people get confused. Like, you're not turning fat into muscle. That's not a thing. You're not doing a bunch of or crunches and getting abs, or like reducing the belly fat on your stomach. That's not a thing. You can't spot reduce. You can't target reduce body fat. It's not how it works. You eat in a deficit, you lose weight across your body, and your body does it naturally. Like, it doesn't, like, if I wanted to pull body fat off my chest, I don't have a choice. I just have to pull body fat off everywhere. You don't get to pick, you know what I mean? It's not like I can lose all the fat on my arms by doing a bunch of curls. That's not how it works. It will put muscle under that, so it'll make my arms bigger, but yeah, so let's see. I don't really do bench press a lot. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I just don't like the lift. Again, same thing. If I'm doing something I don't like, I just won't do it. So I don't do bench press a lot. I do chest workouts, but I don't like bench pressing. But I do use bench pressing as a metric for like my strength every now and then, like really rarely. So I did a bench press like max or PR, which stands for like personal record, and I bench pressed 300 pounds for 2 reps. So like pretty good. Like, I'm not benching my weight yet, but I'm gonna get there easily. And yeah, it just takes time. It's just weird. It takes time, and ultimately this is just what I'm doing. So I figured I would update y'all and let y'all know. I know whenever I talk about weight loss, people are usually really encouraging. Nobody ever like makes fun of me about like losing weight. Like, the weird thing is, like, I have had people make fun of me about like talking about my weight loss and like losing weight, and I'm like, how are you making fun of me for doing the thing that like y'all want me to do? Like, if you call me fat, doesn't it mean that you're like making fun of me because I'm fat? Like, but I'm actively doing the thing to not be fat. So it's like, it's just kind of funny because it doesn't actually bother me. You can say some mean things that will bother me, but I don't think making fun of my weight is one of them. I don't really care about that too much. I always found that kind of interesting. But yeah, so if anybody ever needs help, I would love to help. My workout routine is currently, it's like 4 days a week. I want to go more. It's just kind of taxing. But 4 days a week, I do muscle group splits. I do back and bis, back and bicep, chest and triceps, shoulders, and a little bit of ab workouts, which I'm not gonna lie, I skip those sometimes just because I don't feel like it. And then I do like a full leg day, and yeah, and then like I said, I'll throw in like a 1% of cardio. But yeah, you don't have to go to the gym if you want to lose weight. You don't have to at all. It's nice because the reality is, if you put so your body will, I need to preface what I'm about to say. Your body will burn calories just for existing, because you have to, the calories are energy, right? It's just energy. So like me sitting here talking and moving my hands, this is burning calories. Might be a fraction of calories, or this, doing this in the middle of this conversation for the whole video might be 1 calorie. You know what I mean? I don't know. But this is burning calories. I'm using energy in my body to do something. This is me burning calories. So even if I didn't move, I didn't speak, I just laid in my bed all day long, my body would still burn calories. Like, it would still use calories. And so that stands for basal metabolic rate, BMR. So now here's the crazy thing. The bigger you are, the more your body burns, because it has to try to maintain all that you are. So if you go to the gym and pack on a bunch of muscle, then your body actually burns more calories because you're bigger. So while I say you don't have to go to the gym and lift weights and stuff, it actually helps you, because you know, the more muscular I am, the more my body's just gonna burn. So it's kind of cool. And I like being muscular. I like being strong, and I don't want to just be skinny. I've never really wanted to be skinny. I think my goal weight is like, it's always been 250 pounds, but I want to be like a really big 250. I want to be like kind of jacked. And I'm already like, I'm 189, or wait, no, 181. Sorry. I was 179 pounds the first time I did that. The thing, 181 pounds of muscle right now currently, and 8 pounds of bone. So that's like almost 180 pounds, or 100, almost 190 pounds of my total body weight. That's more than half. Yeah, that's more than half my body weight is in does that sound right? Yeah. What did I say? 181. I was like, my brain's all over the place. 181 plus 8 equals 189 times 2 is 378. So it's like, yeah, so like I said, the scale said I was like 49% body fat. Maybe it might be lower. That doesn't, that I don't know if that math checks out, but you get my point. So I'm like, I'm already roughly like in pretty good shape, minus the body fat that I have on me. So it just takes time. Now all I have to do is spend the time and stay consistent to pull the body fat off. And I'm already kind of strong and muscular, and I'm in a pretty good shape underneath all the things I need to chisel away at. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. But all in all, thank you so much for watching this. This one's going long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. But yeah, just working on being a better version of myself, and I think it'd be cool if I keep making these videos and you get to watch me get smaller. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video.